Me too. Okay. Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. I don't know what happened earlier, but we are back. It's something's wrong with Facebook. It's your girls, my Tik, Joy, and Callie. We are here to talk about Married to Medicine. I don't think that we're going to be seen on Facebook because something's wrong with Facebook. But anyway, let's get it on. We'll be on YouTube. And I can share out that link. So I'll do that real quick in here. While I'm doing that, will y'all let me know what y'all think about the episode?
I thought it ended. This Married to Medicine, I would give it a 6. Wasn't bad.
A 6, okay.
Did you like it?
I give it a 7.
You give it a 7, okay. I just can't get into Married to Medicine, so I don't know what's going on with it. I'll give it, I guess, a 6 too.
They need to turn over. They need some new blood. It's getting like it's the same feuds over and over. It's boring. And it's not that it's boring because they got a good ensemble, but it's very predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's what it's missing.
Yeah. And then the new girl, so she announced her pregnancy. That was sweet. Does that mean she was bucking up on Toya pregnant? Knowingly?
Yes, because they were only married 28 days. And she was already probably pregnant when they got married. And she was already probably pregnant when they got married.
So why do we have a couple that's only been married for 28 days on the show? What about them is supposed to be our draw?
Okay, I think I know what I was in YouTube and it was playing. What is echo?
What is it? Oh, you were in YouTube.
I was in YouTube. I was trying to share our YouTube to Facebook, and honey, I had to play. Okay, y'all, it's Monday. Please bear with us today. All right. All right. Anyway, I do agree. I think it hasn't been the same for me since Mariah left, which I hate. But
truth.
I mean, yeah, there was not a lot of new going on. I like Jackie and her husband, of course, but they keep having these sex retreats or whatever. It's repetitive.
I actually like that part of the show.
Did you?
Well,
yeah, because
it's not nothing new.
I mean, considering that these two are OBGYNs, it's just certain messages I like getting out. Because I know I had 2 family members die of ovarian cancer. That is like one of the cancers that don't have to happen if you're going to the doctor regularly. You know, because if you catch it early, it can be dealt with. And it looked like it was running rampant in my family. So I appreciate. I don't particularly like Jackie, but I can appreciate that she's using this platform the way that she is.
She's my favorite on the show. I will say. But
she's sneaky to me. She's sneaky, and
about what though?
She's sneaky in a way of she plays every side. I still can't get over when at the very beginning when Contessa and Heavenly got into it. Contessa said to Jackie, she's everything you said she was. I still ain't got over that, which tells me they talk about Heavenly behind her back. And I ain't saying that Heavenly doesn't deserve that. I'm saying that, but she presents a front on camera. Nobody wants to put her in her place because Heavenly is mean, but they let her be mean. I really think I really do think Jackie's friendship with her is strategic. Like she didn't want her coming after her anymore.
So
I
you're
really
saying
do
that
believe that.
Jackie's friendship with I don't know why I'm echoing. Jackie's friendship with can't take it. Hold on.
It might be me because I'm in a car. That's why I keep putting myself on mute. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Well, mute yourself real quick and then I'm gonna talk. Um, okay. Yeah, I'm not echoing. All right. So oh Lord, I lost my thought. I do agree with you on the fact that I do feel like Jackie did align herself with Heavenly just so she wouldn't be part of the brunt of Heavenly's vicious nature because Heavenly can be vicious. And I do think that if anybody else would do the things that Heavenly has done, um, Jackie would not say it was okay. Um, so I do agree with that. Callie, you back?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this service. I'm
Something's
back.
going on with StreamYard today, y'all. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
try to
not.
share it on YouTube. That's why I'm not on camera because I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes and I look frantic. But I'm gonna get back on camera in a minute. But anyway, so all right, so Tori is saying, Joy, you twisted. Hold on. You seem to forget that Jackie and Heavenly did it, huh?
Joyce, what I missed? Why is Joy twisted today?
Because she was saying that Jackie, did you say Jackie kind of connected with Heavenly so that Heavenly wouldn't kind of go after her, but it's okay for Heavenly to go after everybody else?
Yes. And I
Can't see it
believe
either
that
way.
this is just what I believe. It ain't based off nothing, but what I believe. So I mean it's nothing about being twisted. It's just I just think that I don't think they really like her. I really don't. Heavenly is a lot to take. And she's mean and vicious. And if you remember, all they used to talk about, she used to talk about that she was skinny and all that kind of stuff. She comes after everybody but Jackie because she respects her.
Well, she comes after everybody but Jackie, in my opinion, because she can't beat Jackie. She tried to when she first came on the
Who is
show.
the echo? Hold on.
I'm gonna
Goodness.
put
I muted Joy. Go ahead, Allie.
Um. Okay. No echo. Good. I think she
No,
doesn't
okay.
go at her because she tried when she first came on, but she could never win. She knew that Jackie wasn't going to go in the gutter with her. She was just going to say something one or two times that was going to be enough to shut Heavenly up. And Heavenly doesn't go at her because of that. She knows she can't beat her.
Oh,
That's what I think. And because
all right.
Dr. Jackie told her she was a dentist, which is not the same as a doctor,
She
and she
did.
needs to shut up. Yeah.
She did
So
diminish her. I will say that.
and they all diminish Toya, which to me is insane. Because while Toya, I mean, Toya's still sitting on the couch at the same time with all of their degrees.
Mm.
And I think that irritates them.
I agree. I can see that.
Let me get my notes. I'm sharing it to a few people. Hold on, and I'm gonna get my notes, and I'm gonna get back on camera. Hold on. Okay. Uh, so let's talk about the sex intervention. In this, I feel like I know Joy takes up for Toya a lot, and I get it, but it seems like every time somebody kind of talks about their sex life, Toya makes it seem like her sex life is just so boring, and it's
Yeah.
not good. Do y'all feel that way too, or is it just me?
No, I agree. I feel that way. She's very disrespectful about that, in my opinion. She really is.
I think that she goes high and low because she's gone through times where she talked about the fact that she just wants to be freaked. That sort of thing. Hard. Remember, they did a whole exam on her, and she was talking about her insides.
Mm.
So
Oh yeah,
y'all,
yeah.
yeah, one time Simone gave her an exam and said, "Girl, what's been going on with you?" He been take care of business. Okay, so I think that they kind of in and out. Toya thinks she's being funny. She's just being disrespectful to her husband. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't think she gets that. But like I said, you take a couple of hits of Patron, people don't want to be bothered, and that camera been in front of them. We just seeing 20 minutes, but that for a segment, but they actually been going for 4 hours.
Well,
So
yeah.
I can see after so many hits, sometimes, a little Patron gives you loose lips. And in that moment, she might be wanting to be handled. And Eugene busy. I
But
mean,
still, you don't. I don't think you should
I
do
thought she
that.
was rude though.
oh, she is. She's not very nice to him. And he's
When
such
she,
a sweet
yeah.
guy.
And I
Okay.
think where normally she might have tried to make it a joke or funny or whatever, but when she said on the show, "What if you guys agreed to reach out and what was she saying? And he's okay with you trying something new, and then you can come back." I mean, I that made me think she was
Oh,
never really joking. She's just not really happy with him sexually. That's what I got from that.
Girl, the best line of the night was,
hold on, Joy. Where'd she
"Stop.
go?
Here I look.
Uh-huh.
The the best line of the night was when she said they asked her, would she be into a threesome? And she said the biblical answer would be no.
Mm. See, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like she just. I understand she's trying to be funny, but I think she just does it too much. Like she's like another Marceau who has this thing that they play around too much.
Exactly. That's exactly. I started to say that. She's just more so. She's a female version.
But I just think that it's horrible. It's Joy. Joy is making us echo, so that's why she keeps muting herself. Hopefully by Potomac will be settled. Anyway, let's see.
Yeah,
But I
I
don't
don't
know if
think
Facebook
she
is gonna
acts
work.
like Marsau. I don't know.
You don't think
I don't
so?
know.
So you
Not
don't
really.
think
I mean, it's like you can tell when Marcel is trying to be
I
funny.
think she's
I
trying to
think,
be
which is
clever.
often,
That's what I mean. More so
but she's
tries to be
not.
clever, and
Okay.
sometimes it's offensive.
Yeah.
hello? Can you
Yeah.
hear? Okay, go ahead. What was you saying, Callie?
I was done. That was Joy that made the last comment about her sometimes being offensive. Joy, did
Okay.
we lose you
So let's
again?
move on. I don't. It's. I'm just trying to make sure we don't echo too much. Do y'all think that the teacher lady was way too much, or was she just what they needed, or what do y'all think about her?
Well, I think she was okay, not a waste of time, but okay. We've heard her stuff before. But I think what was interesting is when she said that she has 3 boyfriends and a husband. I mean, she made me think she was another Wanda, and then I really got turned off. Ain't
Yes.
that what she said?
That's what she said.
See, I couldn't quite put my finger around what that meant. So I thought, oh, okay, no,
Yeah, I didn't like that.
and so there you have it.
What do y'all
Mm-mm.
think? Have you ever heard
And
of ethical monogamy? Is this something real, or is that a such thing?
I think that there's a lot of things out there like that people want to step outside their marriage and make it okay. So they're putting all kind of names on them: ethical, poly. The list can go on. Open,
Crazy.
closed,
Um,
crazy.
let's see. Would you use that pillow?
Yeah. Hmm.
I thought I
But
want that pillow
sometimes
too.
though, yeah, sometimes you have to when you're using stuff like that. To me, um, you sometimes have to talk about it in advance, and it kind of takes the fun out of it. Because first, let's figure out what do we do with this. All right, let's go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to have to
I
do
think
too
I
much
would. I mean,
explaining beforehand.
oh, then you might have to do that.
Yeah.
Joy, would you use the pillow? I don't know. I think Joy's gone. Okay, let's see. What was I gonna say? Why is Jackie? Okay, why did Jackie, or were you upset, or do you think it was necessary for Jackie to try to bring Contessa and Heavenly together?
Um, it was not necessary, and this is her third time this season doing it, second or third.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, she's probably my favorite on the show, but she follows her same script too much. She does the same thing all the time.
Oh,
And I'm just kind of over it. So she needs some new things to do. There's not
do
one
y'all?
thing she's ever done that we haven't done before. I'm tired of it.
I agree. And do you
Yeah.
feel like Heavenly acted like, and this is just me, like Contessa did something to her?
Yep. Hmm. Yes, she did act like that. And that's the same way she act on the intervention night with her and the tape. She thinks that if she's been, first of all, Cointesta should never have told Heavenly anything. There's no way in the world she would have ever thought
Mm-hmm.
Heavenly was a friend enough of hers to go and tell that kind of private information. And I'm sure she regrets that. But just like we were saying about Wanda, just because you heard some information doesn't give you the right to throw that information out there whenever you want to be the shade assassin. It's just ridiculous.
I,
Hmm.
I agree. Because I feel like if I'm your friend and something is going on with me and I tell you, that does not mean that you should tell other people.
Especially that kind of
And she
conversation.
and she felt like that. I don't understand. Okay, I fixed
You
my
broke.
stuff. All right, here we go.
You, yeah, I
Am I
didn't hear
breaking
anything
up?
you just said. I don't know. Uh huh.
All right. Can you hear me now? Sorry, I
We're
was I
really
was
struggling
in
tonight.
both two stream yards at the same
Yeah,
time. Let me get out of this one. I was trying to update some stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to quit. Leave it alone.
I hear you
Okay.
now.
So
I hear
anyway,
you now.
the Capricorn in me can't make it be bad. Um,
Yeah.
what did I say? Oh, I said, and Contessa and Heavenly
Exactly.
were still friends at this time, right? Or were they
Uh huh.
fall out?
They
Why
were.
did
They
she
were.
talk
But they
about?
didn't start off
Okay.
friends though. And they didn't start off as friends. And Cointessa, I don't know if she's thinking just because they're on the show that she could somehow trust these people, especially Cointessa. I mean, especially Dr. Heavenly. If she has in any way watched the show before she joined the show, she knows Heavenly is not the person to tell anything to, because she's just got a little bit of the devil in her, or a lot of a bit.
A
I
lot of bit
wouldn't.
of the
Mm-mm.
devil. I didn't realize that
Yeah,
they were that close for 5 years. When they start showing like them going on vacations and all of that, that
yeah.
shocked me because so I can see why she thought she could trust Heavenly. I mean, maybe not.
I didn't. I mean, if she watched the other shows, and I know some people claim they don't watch it until they're on there. Heavenly has never done anything to show anybody she's a friend but Jackie. So I don't know why Cointessa thought that would have been something different for her. But I do like, I mean, I think Cointessa really shut her all the way down when she said, this is the father of my kids. This is
Hmm.
my next of kin. Keep his name out of your mouth. I was glad she said that. I really was. And Dr. Heavenly looked at her like, well, you shouldn't want to be with him. She was trying to be disrespectful, and she was. She
She
was.
kept
I'm
saying,
just,
"You're so
Cointessa will
pretty
knock
and
her
you're
out.
so this. Why you let a man treat you like that?" And I'm like, if anybody, Carrie just called him Dr. Daddy, and she
Okay.
got an attitude. If
Yeah.
anybody spoke about her husband, Heavenly would lose
Yeah.
her mind. And that's why I don't understand why she feels like it's okay to talk about somebody else's husband.
Yeah. I don't,
I don't get
she knows, she knows it's not okay. It's just who she is and what she does. She's making up excuses for herself. And it's pretty embarrassing, if you ask me. And her poor sweet husband. I
it. Well,
just wish you could do this or do that. And mm-mm. What
it's
were you
not the
saying?
fact that, because she said, what did Heavenly say that was private that Contessa didn't tell us herself? Heavenly didn't have any business, even if Contessa told us that her husband held her out the window on several occasions. That's not Heavenly's place to go
Right.
and gossip about it and to use that for likes and wants on her YouTube. She'd use those people for likes and subscribers. You don't do that to your friends. That's
You really don't.
in my opinion.
Yeah, you don't do that. And I don't think Heavenly cares. Heavenly does it and then wants to run and hide her. She doesn't always run and hide her hand, but she will definitely throw it back. Well, you brought it up first. All I'm doing is, it's like, Heavenly, just stop. she gets away with it every season, so I don't think it's gonna, nor should anyone
And I'm
expect
gonna
that
say
it will
this: even
stop.
if she
She's
thought
gonna keep doing it.
what she was doing was right, once Contessa said, "Heavenly, I want you to stop doing this," she should stop. Point, period, point blank. Once somebody tells you to stop, and they're supposed to be your friend, you stop.
And any normal person would.
How am I not answering the
But
question? Can you not hear me? These are my answers to this question.
who you looking at? Some comments from
Tori, she
Tori.
said you're not answering my question. My answer was Heavenly should not have said anything. Even if Contessa showed it on the show,
Right.
she should not have been going on her channel saying all this stuff, especially when Contessa asked her to stop. So that's just my answer.
Mm-hmm.
Why does she
Yeah.
need to take accountability?
I'm glad that they're.
No, Heavenly, I did say stuff about my husband, but that's what marriages do. They go up and down and round and round. That's not for you to keep putting my husband down, especially after I done took him back.
Well,
So
she
I don't
doesn't
know.
have to take accountability for her actions with Heavenly. She was talking about her personal life, and she decided to share with Heavenly, and Heavenly had no right to take that personal information elsewhere. So yeah, I'm sure she knows that she's wrong. So yeah, I mean, I guess accountability is the right word. Tori, you're right. I mean, she should take accountability and never talk to that chick again. Cancel her dentist appointments. Go over to Dr. Lyles, and don't have anything to do with her, because we all know what Heavenly's goals are, and it's to get your information and send it out to the rest of the world in one way or another. That's what I think.
She has to have accountability for telling the world. We know. So if she does that with Heavenly stop, does she need to say, Heavenly, I said
No,
this? Heavenly, I did say this to you. I did share this with you,
Heavenly.
but I don't want you to keep sharing it with other people. What other accountability? What else can she say that will make her accountable? But Heavenly, I did say this to you. That's how you know it happened.
There's nothing else she needs to do. There really isn't.
Joy,
You shouldn't have to
we about.
repeat the story over and over again. What she should do at this point is simply just ignore Heavenly. Get up, walk away like she does,
Who?
so that she won't sit there
Tessa.
and hurt the lady, because that would be easy to do the way Heavenly talk.
What we're talking about, Joy, I'm gonna fill you in.
Joy,
Is
you
that
back?
I was? Yeah,
Do you
she's
think
live.
that's
She's on camera.
real? Do you think
Huh?
that's real? Do you think that's real though?
What? Do
I
I think
for
it's
Her and
some
Heavenly.
reason it to
real?
believe this feud is real and telling people things, I would have to believe that Contessa and Scott are having problems, and I just can't. I just don't.
Okay, so are you
I
saying, do
believe
you
they
think the
were having
feud between
problems.
Heavenly and Contessa is real, or the relationship issues with Scott and Contessa? What are you questioning?
The relationship with Scott.
Oh,
Yeah, I just don't believe that that's
I do feel
I
like maybe they did have problems because marriages do,
Yes,
but I feel like they were
yes.
going to work it out, and I feel like Heavenly is exploiting their issues to take stuff off of her. Because once Contessa told her to stop, Heavenly should have stopped. Even last night, she kept saying,
Right.
"But you so pretty. Why you take that from a man? You so smart. Why you taking
yeah.
that from him?" She
Those are
just
not
kept saying that. Um,
This is rude and
why was she
disrespectful.
wrong
Take
for
the
dragging her
time.
husband? People drag their husbands all the time on reality TV. That's how she felt in that moment. And maybe she took accountability and apologized to her husband, but she don't have to keep apologizing to Heavenly. She had the
uh,
accountability to
uh,
say I was wrong for dragging my own husband to the world, which made people ask questions and get all up in my business.
I will say this though. Thank you. I will say this though. Heavenly and I, which is so scary at times when she talks, I do agree. If if we're going to believe that Heavenly really, I mean, that contestant Sky really was having those problems and she really brought this to the show for real, Heavenly does have a point. um it so I can be consistent, because I talk about this all the time. You when you don't cover your husband, it leaves room for other people to creep in places that they shouldn't be. So when you decide to bring this as, because I want you to think about it like this. Melanie brought this as a storyline. This
Oh
wasn't
boy.
Let's not talk about that, because if that's the case, then Jackie husband cheated on her. You don't see Heavenly every second saying your husband cheated on you, your husband cheated on you.
I said there's a difference between a person and who brings their situation onto the show versus a situation that happened, and because it happened, it was brought to the show. And Jackie is a perfect example. Jackie didn't bring her situation to the show. Curtis did what he did. It was in the blogs, and they brought it to the show. Jackie did.
So that's why she don't have to talk about Jackie. She can just talk about Contessa.
No,
Contessa brought it.
I'm just saying we even treat the situations differently. You may not.
Y'all did.
We treat there's a difference between in our minds. I think women think it's empowering too, but if you would have to assume that was Melanie's, or
can we talk about Contessa?
Or I was just going to say, or even better, Contessa's aim, because this wasn't a situation that anybody was looking for. Even the people who know her, and I don't know her, said that they're confusing. How do you go from I'm having problems, I'm thinking about divorce, he got a girlfriend, or she got a counselor, it's not really happening, that didn't really happen, to the next time you see them, they dressed alike, they all on each other, the chemistry looks good. They were saying they were confused.
Well, so you go from that in general because you're a couple, and that's what couples do.
Didn't Simone and Cecil do the same thing?
But yes. It wasn't drastic though. Like
they almost got a divorce. What do you mean it wasn't drastic?
A divorce.
But it played out a little bit differently.
It was who? Like, to you?
No, it did. It played off a little differently. Even to this day, even if you were watching this season, when Omarosa says nobody knows really what happened.
But we know something happened. You don't have to know the details of something that happened to know that they were about to get a divorce. Why does that matter?
Because you're not getting.
I don't get it.
Because she's actually
like y'all treating certain people certain ways.
She doesn't want people to think bad of him. I think it is.
To Scott?
Covering him. Yeah, no. Cecil.
Are you serious? She dogged him at the reunion. What do you mean she don't want people to think bad of him?
And nobody knows. Not even her friends.
Maybe on that situation. But she didn't want people to like him. She was pissed at him.
Whatever she's doing, she's still covering him because she ain't told us. And even Omarosa told her flat out, the missing piece to this book is what really happened. Nobody knows to this day.
Enough is that he put another woman before him. What else do you need to know? What else? Even if this works, that's still horrible. He had an emotional relationship with this woman and was putting this woman before his wife. What else do we need to know? She didn't cover him. We know this. That's not covering that. No, she let us know.
She also said,
"Oh Lord, there's like levels to this." I
didn't think they wasn't a physical relationship. It wasn't sexual. She kept saying,
"What does that matter?"
It does.
But why does that matter? It's emotional cheating. It's still cheating.
Sure is.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not arguing that. I think
you dog Cecil. Did you not watch that season?
I absolutely watched this season.
No, I was referring to the comment. I think that was a Tory comment she just showed.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So she said her and Scott go through ups and downs.
You have to be careful about what you decide to bring to reality TV. Because when you bring your business, so to speak, because I mean, reality TV, you're supposed to be bringing your business. But when you bring your business, you do open up for people to criticize you. You don't
But I can
expect
understand
friends
us
to.
criticizing, but
I
her
think
friend
right.
and her
She doesn't
co-star and her
bring.
co-worker
I
should
agree
not
with
be
that.
the main one doing it. I can
I
understand.
agree.
We can come in and dog her. You know what I'm saying? Drag her. But Heavenly,
I
who's
agree.
supposed to be her friend of 5 years, should not be doing that.
I'm not arguing on Heavenly's end. I'm just saying because that is her friend. I'm just saying to Heavenly,
Yeah, you
I
talking
don't
about
think
toys.
sees her any different than anybody that she just want to talk about. And if that's the same reason why when their season took so long during COVID, what was hot was Huntsville. She went to Huntsville. She don't have no leg in that hunt. I think she talks about what's hot, what's the what people are saying in the streets. And the streets at that time was just Huntsville. I don't think she saw her and Scott is any different. And the sad part is I think she should have because that's
Yes,
free.
that's
I'm
her
not
friend.
arguing that. I'm just saying I don't think she saw that is any different.
Because you got mad at Kenya for liking a tweet that somebody said about somebody because they were co-stars and she shouldn't have liked the tweet. So this is worse to me. You're like, I think it was about Drew, I think, when you liked Drew. But I think you just got to treat people the same way. And I feel like so many people get passes for certain things and others don't. So
Are you talking to me? I
yes,
agree.
you.
No, I talk. I try to look at a view from them. I ain't taking up from Heavenly. Everybody who ever met me know I can't stay in heaven.
But well, stand or not, you
But
are taking up
I
for.
feel like when
You
she's
taking up
right,
for her to me.
I'm not taking up for her. I just see her view. She don't see Contessa. It's the gossip. It's the word. The same way that she can sit up there and say that what's her name messed with a married man, and that's her bestie.
But right.
Why?
Right, but she don't, to me, in my opinion, she does not come for Quad and her sleeping with this married man as much as she is coming from Contessa and Scott.
Oh
Every
yeah.
second she is talking about that. Now with Quad, she'll do a little hee laugh to try to make like she's playing. She don't
Yeah.
even do that with she don't even give Contessa that grace of her pretending like she's playing, which she ain't, that she normally do with that little fake laugh.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like if Contessa was your friend, you was going on vacations with her, how could you do this? I don't know. I think it's dirty. Um,
But
Joy,
I
you
will
picked up for
say I
Toya
like
and
her.
Martell and Heavenly right now. But we talking about Heavenly, not Toya. Sandy came
I
later.
like Toya, my girl. I love that she finally cussed out Quad.
Oh yeah,
I've been
let's get
waiting
to
for
that.
that for a couple of seasons.
So Heavenly, I can't remember why Heavenly called Toya a stupid bitch, but Toya said, I'm smart enough to see through you and their ugly ass wig.
She
And I
showed
said,
it.
get her, Toya.
Yeah,
Get her.
and that's what needs to happen. Like I think that Toya, I thought Simone in one of her interviews said it best. She was like, Toya don't hold grudges. She go
Mm-mm.
from one season to another anew. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like this a new season, let's start all over, whatever. And she don't hold the stuff. But they really been coming after this girl. This to me, people were saying all season. They did this last year. She
Who
was
did?
just on the defense a lot. That's
Who?
why she did all Toya. Like it seems like they don't want her on this show.
Oh yeah, they don't. I think they don't feel like she's worthy to be on the show with them, but they feel like Anila is, and I don't understand that. Like,
Yeah,
why is
what
But
she
is up
more
with that?
worthy
that's
than Toya?
because they can bully her. Like that's her friend, her bestie hang out, but with in confessionals call her too dingy to even do which is probably true. But to stage her own burglary, she would have to get her maid to help her. She
Wait a minute, you
called
said
her.
that they like her because they can bully Anila?
They do. They talk to her crazy in confessionals. I mean, Heavenly literally said she was too dumb to even have her own. You think she staged her own? She would have to get her housekeeper to help her.
But that
Well,
was
yeah,
taken up for
that's
her, in my opinion.
confessional.
It was, but she don't. It's so much truth behind that. This is also a woman that thought it was funny TV to not be able to cook a frozen pizza.
Yes, honey, I can't take it. I just feel like Toya is more worthy of a show than Anila, and for them to look so say so low things about Toya, like she lazy, she at least cook for her kids. Anila can't even take her kids out to the yard and play.
And
I
I'm
don't.
like, if Toya got a maid, not a maid, a nanny, we don't know about it.
Yeah, I don't think she does.
Like
Okay, so what else I had?
that's
Oh, Lord.
crazy.
So this is what I'm gonna pull this back up because I was about to go to this. So they were talking about Quad, her married man, her sleeping with the contractor. Did I say everything we say is alleged? Lord, listen. Everything we say is alleged, and we don't want to get sued. It's our opinion, solely entertainment. Okay, let's go to this. What married man did Quad sleep with? Simone has lied 3 times. She went on Andy and said she fabricated it. Bravo Con, she said she did it for Toya, and on the show somebody told her.
No,
So
she said Quiet told her. No, that wasn't Simone. That was Heavenly. Heavenly
Heavenly
said
said,
Quiet told her that. But on the show, Simone said that it's somebody in Quiet's circle that told her.
yes, they knew the contractor
Yeah,
personally.
who knew the contract personally.
Yeah.
That's what she said. But I'm like, I don't know if she did or not. But if you hear it, what's her name said it? She said, now whether or not she said they saying I'm sleeping with the contractor or girl, I'm sleeping with the contractor.
Well,
But
I think that Quad looked really guilty when she was trying to defend herself on that.
she
Woo,
girl,
child.
because y'all had sat
She
through
was guilty.
30 minutes of
It
that.
was an hour.
It was
If
a
they
They
yeah,
kept
if was it 60 minutes?
it
yeah.
was.
It was a
It
It
whole
was
was
a
an
time.
whole
hour.
like she has the biggest ego, and it's nothing wrong with having high self-esteem, but it's to the point of grandeur. Like I could not have a friend, and I like bougie friends. Like they're funny to me. Mia is funny
Right.
to me. But Mia stumbles on her words so much that you try to bring her down. Quad is just inflated in a way. Her ego is inflated in a way where it's annoying.
So Toya
Like,
said, this is what made Toya said to Quad, you've been the biggest liar since the day I met you.
yeah,
I done let you slide for 9 years, but Quad, you the one big I ain't gonna cry
have
for.
no sympathy for.
And that right there
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
got,
Quad was a
and
little
then the
stoned.
flashbacks. Did you see the flashbacks from the
Yes,
producer?
yes.
I was
Mm-hmm.
like, ooh. And that
But
put
I mean, Quad is sneaky. She does things behind the camera. It's just like, y'all, just to kind of put this in context, your friend got you on a show that you in the next year systematically voted not, in my opinion, manipulated a situation and then irritated the girls to the point where remember she was saying, I'm the star of the show. I'm the star of the show. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
And they had to tell her to stop. Like she believes that. Like I never did understand why people like her. And I noticed this year she tweeted that Toya is trying to turn people against her. I'm like, really? No, people are seeing you for what you are. And the fact that the producers got all of them on tape, you got Anila saying, I'm gonna need you to tell so and so. They conspired against Toya.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because she has this thing like, you remember David Ruffin on the Temptation movie? I'm David Ruffin, and
Yeah,
these are the Temptations.
right.
It's like she is like, I'm quiet, and these are the Married to Medicine people.
Yes.
And you ain't even married to medicine anymore, lady.
Right.
Like, I don't understand why you want to be on a couples trip.
Right.
I don't understand any of this. And I'm not saying kick her off the show. I just don't understand why she's on the show.
Yeah. I don't
And
know.
they accept her more than they accept Toya. Toya's at least married to a doctor. I don't know. But I mean, even Jackie on Watch What Happens Live, dog Toya, and Jackie tries to stay, like even
What is
keel.
she talking about
She was
yesterday?
like, she's lazy. She don't want to work. She don't want to do nothing for Eugene. Like she went, yeah. And so
Was she serious or was she joking?
yes, she was serious.
Oh my.
This was
She was
last
serious.
night.
No, this was on like the first Watch What Happens Live they had. It was a while ago, right when Married to Medicine came on. I think it's on Peacock. You can probably watch it.
She said she was lazy. I didn't
Yes,
see it from
she
her.
said Toya was lazy.
I'm like, she don't have a nanny. She take her children to school.
Yeah.
Her house always look clean. It don't look a mess. If
I
she
think
got
she
some
cooks when
people,
Eugene don't cook.
huh?
She cooks when her husband don't cook.
Right. I think Eugene cooking might be a weekend thing where she's cooking
Okay.
for the week.
Who
Now,
is that? Listen to this.
a
I think it's
single
supposed to be
black
strong woman.
Hating
woman,
on who? Ain't
who
nobody
is
hating
a
on her.
single black
Quad
woman out there
Girl,
and
please.
got it instead of depending on them? See, this is a fallacy. Take that down.
fallacy.
I'm so irritated by this.
Go ahead.
I'm
I'm gonna
so,
drink my tea. I'm
what did
What
I
sipping
she
say?
say?
tea.
What you irritated about?
Go ahead,
That I
Joy.
said it was a fallacy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I am so irritated by women that think that's a badge of honor. It's nothing wrong with getting something on your own. It's a wonderful thing. Especially if you've been a person that always thought this was a man was the only way that you could achieve these things. I can
We
imagine
know.
that it's an accomplishment to be able to do it on your own. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think Black women tend to act as if because they did it alone, that makes it more superior than somebody who did it with a mate.
Joy.
is that
That's
bad?
I am
weird to me.
Well,
That's
I'm
Joy,
really
Frank Sinatra. I did it my
it's
way.
not.
I'm Frank Sinatra.
Thank you.
it's
It,
nothing
it's
wrong with doing it your way if that's what you have to do. It's nothing wrong with that.
I
But
agree.
you inadvertently, the way that she says it, as if there's something wrong with doing it with the mate. It's kind of like when you have Black men
I
who
don't think she
date.
said there's something wrong with it. It's expected to do it when you're with your mate. That's when you guys get together, you grow your family, that home or whatever, and it's all a part of that. But
I don't know
But
if it makes
she's
them
doing
better.
that.
she's she is insistent or consistent or emphasizing the fact that I did this on my own. You ain't got no choice. You ain't got no man.
Yeah, but she had a lot when she did have her man. They were
But
still kind of.
she didn't. But Greg did that.
She
We know
actually
that
has
Greg had
more.
that house before they got married.
Well,
We
She
know
so
seems
that.
to have more.
well, I will say this. I
Yeah.
did not like when she said about Toya. Toya is a hood rat from the gutter. She can't
She is a hood
keep a
rat.
house even with. She said she can't even keep a house with a man, and I just was like, I don't know. Is that true?
She looked like y'all act like this girl is moving from hood projects to another. She moving from one mansion to another. Like seriously, like should they be more stable? Yes. Because you got children that's in school. Should they be more stable? I won't argue that. But I yeah, this girl ain't living like no pauper. She
I
is
agree.
living in mansions.
I don't know.
And
I
you
just
have
think
somebody like Quad that should we laugh and giggle if something happens and she loses her house? Would that be? I just don't. It's just certain things
Would
yeah.
that be
that
what?
in my head I don't mock fun. You like I remember we were
So
talking about you see things as either good luck or a blessing.
right.
You don't throw your fortune as somebody else's misfortune. So I don't get that kind of concept.
So
I,
what she's saying is that if Quad, because Quad is in essence saying that she got all this on her own and Toya gets put out or gets evicted or whatever. So if Quad got evicted, would be okay if
right? Should
Toya
we laugh at her?
celebrated or if we
Should we
celebrated.
celebrate that? Should we make a whole storyline? I don't get that mindset.
Right.
Like
I get that.
I don't
I
get
agree with
it.
that.
I agree with that. Let
If
me
we
see. Is there
do
anything
that,
else?
and you have to ask yourself, what is it about you that is so insecure that you now have something that somebody else has that you want to throw it up in their face? Not because they're coming at you, but every time you open your mouth. Quad is obsessed with Toya.
I know
Everything
Eugene asked her,
negative.
does she have a problem with him? Did
Yes,
y'all see that?
she has a problem.
Hey,
She's
Yeah.
Angela. Angela's
something
on
is wrong.
Facebook. How are you on Facebook? Are we on Facebook? We're on Facebook. It's a check. Hey,
He said
Mhm.
I don't know what happened. Hi, Angela.
it's
I'll
StreamYard
be
has
right back, y'all.
it's just weird to me. I
oh,
don't understand that.
another thing. We had issues on Facebook. Quiet is not. You don't think she's obsessed? What do you call
She's
it if you don't think
obsessed
she's
with
obsessed?
Toya. That's what
Um,
she's obsessed with. The
we had issues
details
on
of her.
Facebook. I'm happy y'all are here now, but we gonna probably leave off of this one in a minute and go to Potomac. Hopefully it works. Did y'all want to? Joy's a big double standard. Joy, can you read it? My eyes are hurting. Toya did that to Quad when she
No,
built
she
that house.
didn't. What did she do to Quad?
Yeah, explain. Do
And
you
what did
want
she
to
do
hold
to
on?
Quad? Because she didn't.
Tori, can you come in and say it? Because I don't want to be on here long.
The
I'm gonna
only
let
thing that I know that when she gave her housewarming, she put a T-shirt, something it was shady.
Diva. Was
Yeah,
that
but
her?
that had nothing to do with her house. Toya, just think about this. When Quad got that house, most people are thankful, however they feel about it. Because I know I felt thankful when I bought, especially the second house. We bought our second. You feel great about your decision. Like, I don't say, I bet you want to talk about my bull apartment again. Like, who thinks like that?
Okay,
That's
here Tori's
weird.
gonna come and explain. All right, Tori, go.
Hold on, y'all. I'm at work. Hold on.
I couldn't get in on Facebook. Something's wrong with it's working now, Sandy. We were having
Oh,
major technical difficulties. Go ahead.
okay. I want to talk about this, and I'm gonna try to speak without all the passion in my voice because I
Ooh,
am kind of a little bit passionate about this subject.
okay.
And the reason why I'm passionate about this subject is because I have gotten that a lot, far as in my adult life, far as people saying, "Oh, I think I'm all that," or this or that, or Toya had to have some help for somebody, or Toya did this, or Toya need to do that. All because I done got out and went out there and got it on my own. And I got just as much as a person who gets together to build have, or a married
Mm-hmm.
couple has. I probably have more to be example. So I didn't like the fact how Simone tried to make it seem that Quad couldn't afford this on her own without doing something for it. Because the simple
Mm-hmm.
fact is, single people work hard just as much as married couples, and they probably work even harder.
I do
And
remember
now,
that.
dressing
Yes,
the
yeah. Simone
now
did
with
Well,
say,
Joy
Simone did, yeah.
twisting it, I feel
yeah.
like Joy being double standard because when Toya built that house, Toya did have a lot of things to say to Quad about that house. Not only Quad, but heavily too. She
What did
did.
she
But you
say?
see, let me finish. You seem to forget that kept on throwing up about the three-story closet. Oh, how big her house is. Quad mad because she couldn't afford it. So do you think that Quad probably getting back at her because she did that to her? Because she did do it.
Angela saying she shaded Quad on several occasions too. I'm not
She
a consistent married to
did.
medicine person, so I can't help.
I don't think it's the simple fact that Quad hates Toya or jealous of Toya. Because at the end of the day, when they had that tax problem, Quad was the only girl out of the group, the only one that came to Toya to console her, to be there for her, and to actually help her and put her on a budget plan to help her get out of debt. And if we're not mistaken, overheard Quad say she gave Toya money as well. So if
I'm
she's
sure.
so jealous and envious of all of this, why would a person help? That's just like Mel helping Destiny. But see, it's always the broke hoes that's talking mess after you done helped them. That's all I got to say.
Oh Lord. Okay. I felt all of that, Tori. Oh Lord, but I don't watch consistently enough to know, but I do. Callie had to leave due to emergency. She just messaged me. So hopefully everything's okay. I'm trying to find out. But anyway, I do think Toya has done some wrong
Prayers.
things, and I feel like I don't feel like they. I do feel like they diminish her because she doesn't have to work like they do. But I do think she has done things to upset them too. I don't feel like everybody's just picking on Toya. So So I agree
This
with you on that.
season they are.
You think
I ain't
so?
saying. Yeah, I think this
Going
season,
back in the
yes.
comments. Bye, y'all.
All right.
I definitely think that Toya, it would be a lie to say that she's been perfect in this situation. I'm just saying that they definitely, the last 2 seasons I feel like they've been coming after her like real hard. Like last season, like she had to come back and apologize. It was one situation after another. I felt like they targeted her. This time they targeted her in a very specific ways. The whole thing with the about her marriage and the hot, it was too much. Like every week, everything was about Toya. You have to realize that it was
Yeah,
only what, 10 episodes,
that
10,
was it.
12 episodes. Two of them was about Heavenly, and the last 9 about
Yeah.
like, and it's just like one by one by one. Everybody been dragging her one by one by one. Toya's been the talk this entire season.
Well, I agree with that. And Toya, that's why she was kind of crying too, because she felt like nobody was taking up
But Simone, I was actually surprised.
and said, "I'm sorry." Yeah, that I didn't take care of her. But I mean, I think they think Toya also is so strong that she can handle this. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get off of here. Go to Married to Medicine. I mean, sorry, y'all. Huh? What are we doing next? Joy, help me.
Oh, we're
Potomac.
doing
So
Potomac.
hit that, and you will get everything. Chatter up. Hopefully, we won't have technical difficulties on this next one. We shall see. Thank you all for being here through it all. All right. She said, all right, y'all.
Hey,
We will be right back. Okay.
thank you.
Oh, let me end it. Thank y'all. So we were